Yeah, so the mob might be involved, which then might cause the delay of Horror Unleashed.
Goes all the way up there.
Features are closed.
There's some bad news about Megan.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2025 update. We have construction updates. We have info about what's going on with HHN Vegas. They announced HHN Chicago, so we're gonna do a deep dive into that. So guys, on that note, it is time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights. During the day, we're gonna go back to one of my favorite years, 2018, right? We had all these great IPs. We had Trick or Treat, Stranger Things, Halloween, Poltergeist, which is rumored to be returning for HHN Hollywood this year. So guys, on that note, let's roll the commercial.
True fear comes from within. Face Poltergeist, Halloween 4, and Stranger Things at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, welcome back. And then also the hat. The hat has like 11 on it. Then on the back, Halloween Horror Nights 2018, and there's like a little bit of blood splatter. So let's head in. It's 80 degrees out. It's beautiful for July.
More trust has appeared. The scare zone is forming. Oh, this is great. Okay, so first off, before we show off what's going on with the trust work and the scare zone over here, let's talk about what's going on with Vegas. So the actor who plays Jack posted this. It's everybody kind of in front of the Horror Unleashed sign. As you can see, there's the actress who plays Chance in the front, and then a bunch of the different creatives who are working on the project also in that photo. So it is rumored that the actors, who play Jack and Chance are gonna be there on kind of a residency. I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's just for opening day or, for first couple weeks or even a couple months. I don't know. But it's rumored that they're gonna be there more than just like a promo that they're gonna be filming.
I just want to take a second to appreciate the design on the horror makeup show sign right here. The gory, gruesome, and grotesque horror makeup show. So the first piece of truss work has popped up here right in front of the Bourne Stuntacular, and then right over here will be the next one in front of the Brown Derby. So this truss work has now popped up. All right, let's pop it a 5 and dime, see if there's anything new in here. See if they've restocked anything. That's the real question. No restocks on the Friday the 13th shirt, and no new IP merch. Didn't even notice this display stand. It looks awesome. These little like gargoyle little tear dogs holding it up. Then we have a massive piece of truss right here. This thing is so tall. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's almost like as tall as the building. So many lights right here and right here. So I'm guessing they'll probably have a big stage or something happening right here in the center. Again, before you know it, it's gonna be HHN opening night. This whole update season is gonna fly by.
Because it's like July, all the updates, and then we hit, August, and then we got Horror Unleashed in Vegas, then we got Midsummer Scream, and then we get back, and then the tribute store normally opens before HHN, so that'll open, and then Premium Scream night, and then opening night. So it's gonna be a wild next 2 months.
Also right here, a new piece of truss work has popped up. So this is a shorter piece of truss compared to the massive one down there. And then over here, a massive piece of truss. I don't think I've ever seen a piece of truss this big for a scare zone. So it is rumored they're gonna have a Mel's kind of die-in sort of experience thing happening over here. So I wonder if that's what this truss work is for.
There's some bad news about Megan. The movie did not perform very well. Megan 2.0 crashes at the box office with $10 million opening. The director also said, I would not be surprised if there's another 5 of these movies. So Megan will be returning. There's also a new Megan 2.0 vinyl that's coming out. I don't think they should have gone for an action movie. They should have stayed with the horror genre, because that's what made Megan, like a horror comedy instead of an action comedy.
All right, so over by Transformers, we have another massive piece of truss. I mean, like massive. That is so tall. Normally like truss will go to like right there or even right there, but it goes all the way up there. What are they gonna put up there?
I think I have a theory. Because the truss is too high for a standard scare zone. As you know, they kept talking about how immersive everything is gonna be through the entire park. What if this truss work, okay, it's so tall, they're gonna put a projector on there, and then they'll do projection mapping on the building, with vines. That's my theory.
Like imagine projector up there projecting kind of that vine work or stained glass all over Transformers. Then right here, the projector would be projecting stuff all over the horror makeup show, and then the one over there projecting stuff on Five and Dime. That's my theory. This is all covered up, but there's an electrical cable going all the way up here. Let's follow it and see where it goes. So the cable goes all the way over there, and then it's all wrapped up over there.
There's a better shot of it being wrapped up. That's not electrical, is it? Isn't that a speaker cable?
We also have some more truss work that just popped up right here. Nothing new with the truss work over here. Same old, same old.
All right, so let's talk about the announcement that Universal did for Horror Unleashed Chicago first, and then we'll do a deep dive into what's happening and rumored and the problems it might have. Universal Destinations and Experiences expands Universal Horror Unleashed concept with second location planned for Chicago. Here's a better look at the concept art. As we can see, the logo's on the side of the building. We have some scare actors to the right. We're gonna do a deeper dive into that a little later in the video, but it looks nice and spooky. So here's the description. Universal Destinations and Experiences, the themed entertainment division of Comcast NBC Universal, announces its second location for Universal Horror Unleashed, the company's year-round immersive horror entertainment experience. The new indoor venue will open in Chicago, chosen for its large population and reputation as one of the country's leading destinations for tourism and entertainment. Expanding the Universal Horror Unleashed brand is a key part of Universal's broader growth strategy to reach new audiences in new markets through new and original concepts. The upcoming venue will be located on Chicago Avenue at the former Tribune Distribution Center, situated between the River North and the West Town districts. This marks Universal's first branded experience in the Midwest. Universal Horror Unleashed delivers on its promise to create highly immersive and terrifying horror experiences that connect with fans year-round, said Paige Thomas, President, New Ventures, Universal Destinations and Experiences. We're excited to bring this bold concept to life in Chicago, a city known for its vibrant culture. We are grateful for the city's support as we convert this dormant site into a unique attraction that showcases our storytelling expertise and ability to deliver mind-blowing experiences that shatter guest expectation. The original concept combines Universal's deep expertise in the horror genre with next-level storytelling to deliver a truly unforgettable experience. The year-round concept will deliver immersive, horror-centric entertainment that goes beyond the theme parks, bringing spine-chilling thrills, terrifying environments, and unforgettable scares to guests. The horror will also extend to food and beverage offerings. And then Ramon posted this on Twitter, Chicago. Proud of the work my brother Nate has put forth with Universal Horror Unleashed. He and the entire team have crafted layered and nuanced stories that I can't wait for the world to see. These experiences are bound to change the industry forever. Long live horror.
All right, so last week, if you remember, the Universal kind of parks maintenance team, they fixed it overnight because Universal actually cares about the state of their parks and how stuff looks. So last video, we talked about the bathrooms over at Men in Black. So let's see if that got fixed also.
It's just such a night and day difference between Universal and Disney. Like when little stuff like that gets fixed, it's awesome because like when that stuff happens at Disney, it takes years, literally takes years to get fixed. I remember when I was working at Disney, I was working at Fantasmic and there was like a hot dog cooker that was broken and the maintenance worker came in. I was like, oh, how long is this gonna take? And he was like, well son, there's work orders older than you here in the park. Disney does not fix stuff unless it's safety critical, then stuff gets fixed. But Universal, when you point stuff out, they really take pride in how their park looks, so that's why stuff gets fixed overnight. So I really appreciate the team coming in, fixing that ASAP. Awesome.
Big update over here. They've taken down the railing. Maybe they're just replacing the railings, but I'm sure they'll have this done by the opening of HHN.
BioReconstruct did get some aerial images of the tent. So BioReconstruct posted this aerial photo showing trusses recently added to HHN queue lighting outside a pair of sprung tent houses at Universal Studios. And if we look over here, we can get a better shot of kind of how that truss work looks for the facade for this tent house. This is going to be rumored to be the Jason Universe house. If you look, you can really kind of see this scene that you're going to be walking through. You're going to have the yellow Volkswagen right from part 2 or 3, and then you're going to enter into this cabin. So people have said this house is actually going to be pretty good. I was kind of worried with it not being a sound stage, but there's some good elements to it.
We are back at the Men in Black restrooms. If you remember last time we saw one of you guys drive by.
I love the family.
I saw you again today coming into City Walk. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. You were driving fast and furious. So let's see if they fix the sign. Just like that, SEAL Team 6 came in. Just like that, Park Maintenance Team overnight. They fixed it. But that looks great. Because last time we were here it was all ripped up and everything. So, Universal, if you can fix this next, thank you guys for doing that. Looks awesome. Nothing new with the truss work over here, but we did bring the zoom cam so we can see what's going on the Nightmare Fuel stage. We got the blurry image last time we were here, so let's actually see how it looks.
So now that we've talked about what the announcement was for Horror Unleashed Chicago, let's talk about kind of where it's placed in Chicago. So this is the building that it's going to be replacing. There's stuff around it, but not the main tourist destinations. So if you're wanting to walk from Navy Pier, you're looking at a 51-minute walk. So as you can see, this is how the concept art is, and then this is how the building looks right now. So it should be a pretty quick turnaround. Yeah, not the most ideal spot. What's gonna bring in the crowds to that area? It's gonna be this casino.
Chicago's first casino took another big step toward its final goal.
Our Chris Ty was there as demolition crews got to work.
It's a project even Mayor Johnson questioned would ever take shape.
We told you we'd do it. We're excited to do it.
And while there's still 2 years until this becomes this, Bally's executives expect 4 million people a year to funnel through their hotel, casino, and theater complex, located here along 30 acres of Northside Riverfront.
This is larger than the museum, larger than Wrigley, in terms of the amount of people we'll be putting in and out of here. 500-room hotel. It's just a massive undertaking.
Massive enough, Bally's says it'll create 3,000 construction jobs, 3,000 permanent jobs once it opens, as it builds out the casino, as well as that 500-room hotel, 3,000-seat theater. The $1.7 billion project also creates leverage for politicians in the area.
I know what leverage is. This is called leverage.
27th Ward Alderman Walter Burnett says he will hold up over $1 billion in local projects if his residents looking for good work aren't given a shot.
If my folks don't eat, nobody eat. So if Cabrini Green people don't get to work on this site, there will be no more development in the 27th Ward until I'm satisfied.
The hotel tower, initially planned for right off Chicago Avenue, has been moved south closer to Grand Avenue after underground water lines complicated the initial plans. So the timeline here, they expect demolition to last through January and construction of the new facility to begin 1 month later in February with an opening in the fall of 2026. In River West, Chris Ty, CBS News.
So the plan is they're gonna have this massive casino, right? And then right across the street will be Horror Unleashed. So all of those crowds will go from the casino to Horror Unleashed. But there's a problem because the casino, the construction has been paused.
A bombshell investigation is throwing the future of the Bally's casino site in River West into question. The Illinois Gaming Board has ordered construction to stop, at least for now. The IGB ordered a work stoppage so it could begin an investigation, which the Tribune and Sun-Times report surrounds the use of a waste hauling service that could have ties to organized crime. Bally's would only confirm to us that the business was an unapproved vendor. In a statement to CBS News Chicago, the Gaming Board confirms it ordered Bally's to halt construction while it investigates, quote, the facts and circumstances around the vendors being used at that construction site.
Yeah, so the mob might be involved, which then might cause the delay of Horror Unleashed. You need the casino built to bring the tourism to Horror Unleashed, right? Because it's kind of way out of the way. Like in Vegas, they already had like Omega Mart, and there's already kind of tourism to that area. Vegas will have the Vegas crowd, but Chicago is kind of relying on the casino. Now, one of the other issues with Chicago, the weather in Chicago is not the best during the winter time. Let's just say that. Like in Vegas, decent weather all year round, right? Same thing with like Orlando and California. So this is the first kind of HHN experience that they're putting where the weather is not very good the entire year. So I think that's gonna cause a lot of issues, and the tourism is really gonna be down during the colder months, because like who really wants to go to a haunt in the middle of February when it's like sub 10 degrees there? I think Vegas is gonna be successful. I'm nervous about Chicago.
Are you keeping Amity safe today?
Yeah, there's sharks in the water. So we're just telling people that the beaches are closed, sharks in the water.
What's it like using a puppet and not being threatened to be banned?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Sharky, what are your thoughts about Amity? Are you happy with the state of it?
I heard there are sharks. I was like, oh no, sharks! I was told the beaches are closed. I was like, I really want a tan. I mean, look at this.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Midsummer Scream just announced the HHN panel. On Sunday, August 17th, there's gonna be a Halloween Horror Nights panel with John Murdy and Michael Aiello. So Michael tweeted out this: "We're back. So thrilled to be at Midsummer Scream with my fellow monster kid and longtime friend and brother in all horror, John Murdy. I had such a great time 7 years ago talking HHN." It's the Murdy show when he's there. Everybody's chanting his name. Then you got Michael, who's like one of the most humble, just chill.
Like I said, we think about you all literally every single day, and how we can be better creatives, be better at our event, and give you something that you can truly love. That is our goal every year. Thank you for being here.
He's gonna be there. So it's gonna be like this yin and yang. Oh, I cannot wait to see this. We've made it to Universal City Walk now.
So you know we gotta pop into the Universal Studio store here at City Walk. So we've done 3 sections so far. We're off to the next Super Nintendo World merchandise section to go over for you guys. $29, so they're gonna have a Donkey Kong Country hat. On the back it'll say Super Nintendo World and then Universal Orlando Resort. $21 for this yellow Donkey Kong banana mug. $40 of the Donkey Kong plush where he's popping out of the barrel. $40 for this gray t-shirt. You have Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong riding a little mine cart. And then on the front it'll say Donkey Kong Country. Oh, so that's on the back, that's on the front. $30, they're gonna have a little kid's little onesie. $75 for the Donkey Kong Country hoodie. So you have a banana on the zipper, subtle accent of yellow stitching. Inside the hood, you're gonna have that same design that's kind of on all the merchandise, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and the bananas. Now the coolest part is honestly the back. You look at the back, it's Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong riding the minecart. $29 for a Donkey Kong water bottle, and then over here, so $12 for the photo frame magnet. Put your little photo right there in the center. $25 for this little kid shirt, Donkey Kong Country. Then they're gonna have a towel right here. $29, Donkey Kong towel. $30 for this photo frame. $40 for this Donkey Kong Country sign. So you put some command strips or something, stick it on the wall. But it's nice coming to a theme park and actually being able to look at the prices on the price tags. Because at Disney, I would say over half the merchandise doesn't have price tags on it. $30 with the Donkey Kong Country adult yellow shirt. Then we're gonna have another hoodie over here. This is more of a lightweight hoodie compared to the other one that we just showed off. So you're looking at $65 for this Donkey Kong hoodie. And there's nothing on the back. Another section complete. Here's a new bag, $50. It's gonna have the time turner on it. The little side crossbody bag. Then they have a larger one, $40. They're gonna have a fanny pack with the little time turner right there. $40 for this time turner travel bag of some sort. $12 for these paper clips. $25 for this time turner journal. $18 for the time turner calendar. $35. This is a really nice hat. Solid design to it. $40 for new Ministry of Magic time turner shirt. $20 for the new time turner headband. $50 for the new Ministry of Magic long sleeve shirt. It's like a puffy shirt or something, and there's stars on the side.
Vin Diesel did kind of talk about the next Fast and Furious final film. He kind of teased what's going to be happening.
Just yesterday I was with Universal Studios. Does anyone know Universal Studios? The studio said to me, "Vin, can we please have the finale of Fast and Furious April 2027? I said under 3 conditions. The first is to bring the franchise back to LA. The second thing was to return to the car culture, to the street racing." Oh, this is good. You want to know what the third thing was? Does anybody want to know what the third thing was? The third thing. The third thing was reuniting Dom and Brian O'Connor. That is what you're gonna get in the finale. Love you.
All right, on that note, let's go back to the office and we have some more info about what's going on with HHN Chicago. Okay guys, you're back in the office, so let's talk about the other info about Horror Unleashed Chicago. The actor who plays Jack tweeted out this. Above the announcement for Horror Unleashed Chicago, he says, more Jack. Confirming that Jack is gonna be returning for the next Horror Unleashed. So yeah, he's confirming that Jack is returning to Horror Unleashed and is gonna be like the icon for the Horror Unleashed expansions. Jack is gonna be around for a while, it looks like, and he will be returning. I will say, if you look closely in the concept art, it looks like a different kind of story than the Vegas one. It looks a little more themed to where it is. We have these like fishermen, right? They have kind of like anchors and hooks inside them. So that makes me think that, you know, in Vegas, kind of a new version of Scarecrow. I wonder if they're gonna do a new version of kind of Dead Man's Pier, right? Kind of expand upon it, right? Because you have Navy Pier there, it would all kind of fit together. So that's my theories for the one original house, is kind of having a Dead Man's Pier based house. Again, we don't know when this is opening because we're waiting on that casino. It's all up in there, it looks like. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
Love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. Love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
Sharks in the water.
Hey, no, 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 hey, no.
I heard there are Hooterade?